Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Second and 10. 18 Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Miami defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Pierce now up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. 60 boxes, 60 boxes. Ready?
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. They certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 1. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, come on.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Warriors, 17. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneers.
Back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, check that. Street. Panther street.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
21G. Solo left Zion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw caught by Achane. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
32 Stinger.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident, because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19, 18.
Now back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
All right, come on.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21G, 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now they'll come out now in an empty backfield. 5 receivers split out, 2nd and 7.
Rocco 80. Say, hey. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Hey, 21 TA.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Dolphins nothing. Chad Ryland the kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Tua now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tua. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Tua now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion, Hill. Now Tua going to change the play. On second down, a run by Achane. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Well, thank you. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Half halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. On the return is Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's Samuel, caught left side. Down the left sideline. Curtis Samuel. A little juke. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther, no.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey, number one.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And hang on here, we got an injured player, and that is QB Tua Tagovailoa, who's in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
70. Go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Thornton, the motion man right. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 9.
Hurt. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Trap 60. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter.
On the go.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Thornton, the motion man right. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Go.
Out left and complete to Thornton. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Rig alert, rig alert.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
All right.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch it, Oscar. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his running back out of the backfield and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
20 TX. Hey, 21 TX. Stop.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That one complete to Hill.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Cougar 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Give to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Got it. Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New England, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.